Hey guys, this is Abhishek from gadgets.com, and today we are here at the Lenovo event, and we have the Lenovo P90 with us, which is not yet launched in India, but they have showcased this phone. This phone has very good hardware specification, and it is the first phone to have the Intel 64-bit Intel Atom processor, and it also have LTE capability as well. And the LTE chipset which is there inside is 7260 LTE advanced modem, which we have on this phone. So this phone is definitely going to come to India. When, I don't know, but most probably it will be coming in April. We will confirm that once it is launched in India. As far as the weight is concerned, it is a 5.5-inch high definition display, and you have a weight of only 156 grams, which does make this phone pretty light in terms of the overall weight. Talking about the specification, we have 1.8 gigahertz quad-core processor on this device, which is Intel Atom Z3560. We have PowerVR GPU on this device, which is G6430, which is also the new generation of PowerVR GPU. We have 32 GB of internal storage on this phone and 2 GB of RAM. Talking about the build quality, the phone looks very nice and it looks good in terms of the overall build quality, and the design is also good. I would say it is not something which is very different, but looks nice and also feels kind of light and slim as well. In terms of thickness, as far as specifications are concerned, it is 8.5mm in terms of the overall thickness. We have the power and flip key and the volume rocker. Both of these are metal buttons and they give a decent amount of feedback. At the back, you have a 13-megapixel camera on this device, which can record high definition video at 720p as well as at 1080p. We do have dual LED flash, and we have a prime microphone for noise cancellation as well for the video chat. We have Lenovo branding over there, Intel branding because it has Intel processor inside, and this is how the loudspeaker mesh look like. Over here we have the SIM card tray, and again when it comes to the SIM card capability, it will support a 4G compatible SIM card. That means you can use 4G on this phone, which is very good, and 3G is always compatible. The 5.5-inch display it is a full high definition resolution, so nothing feels pixelated. Everything looks crisp and clear on this phone, which is very good for a phone like this. It is again an IPS LCD display. The viewing angles are good, and the color protection is also very nice. It does support 5-point multi-touch as well, in case you are wondering about that. We have 32 GB of internal storage and 2 GB of RAM. The overall build quality of the phone is nice. It feels very good to hold in one hand. And again, the front we have the camera, which is not a fixed focus, not an autofocus camera, I would say, but it is a fixed focus 5-megapixel camera. We have nice metal keycaps and the touch buttons, which are there at the body of the phone at the bottom on the front, and they do have backlit LED so that you can easily see them. Let's take a look over the phone dialer. Talking about the phone dialer is like custom phone dialer. You do not have the option of making a cellular video call in case you want to do that. When it comes to the back cover does not come out, so you cannot remove the back cover on this phone. And the battery is also good on this phone, which is a 4000 mAh battery, which you will get on this one. So you get 4000 mAh battery, which can give you around 2 days of battery backup easily, as per the information which we have got from Lenovo. It is going to be a premium phone, which will also come for a premium price. So don't expect this phone will come for a low price of less than 20,000 rupees. So it will be more than 20,000 rupees. It should be in between 20 to 30,000 rupees as far as the price which I can guess. Again, the pricing, Indian pricing has not been announced for this phone, but I think it will be coming very soon. Let's take a look at the software UI. As you can see, it is Vibe UI, which is running on top of Android. It's the Vibe 2.0, which is running on top of Android. Here we have the phone dialer, and all these things are looking pretty instant, I would say. There is no lag in that UI. There is no problem with the phone. As far as software is concerned, we have all these files over there. Let me just go into settings and take a look what all we have as far as version of Android and other things are concerned. We have version of Android, which is, so it is 4.4.4 KitKat, which is coming on this. And again, you do get system updates supported on this device, so you can get OT updates, and you can update the version of Android on this one. We have 2 GB of RAM, and let me just take a look how much of that is actually free. So out of 2 GB of RAM, approximately 0.91 GB or 1 GB of RAM is free, and the device is responsive. I do not notice any kind of issues with this device as far as the UI response is concerned. And here we have the 32 GB internal storage. 32 GB internal storage it has, and has memory available to the user approximately 22 GB. And one thing which can be a disappointment, but for 32 GB storage phone, to not have a SD card, it is not something which is a very big thing, because this device does not support an SD card, and it will only take a single SIM card, which can support 3G and 4G both on that particular SIM card slot. Talking about the overall value for money, I would say value for money we won't be able to tell you as of now, but the phone looks very nice. It feels responsive, it feels pretty nice in terms of the overall UI response and the overall performance it can give you. It should be able to play some high definition games without any issues. The graphics are working very fine and they are rendered very nicely on this phone. This is how the messaging application look like. Over here we have the keyboard. The keyboard does have swipe to type, so continuous input typing is supported on this phone. You can easily type any message on this one, and the keyboard is pretty big on this 5.5 inch display, and in case you have any issues you can always type in the landscape mode as well. However, you can easily type even in the portrait mode because the display is so big that it can accommodate the keyboard pretty easily. You do get FM radio as well, and the battery inside is again non-removable, so you cannot remove the battery, but it will give you around 2 days of battery backup as per the information which we have got. So in all, this looks like a pretty decent phone. Let me just test the camera before we end this video. So it has a camera UI which is very nice, I would say. You can focus and you can also adjust the exposure. I can disable the flash right now to basically show you the actual clarity of this phone. So this is the first photo which we have taken, and let me just take some more photos. So here we have the first photo which we took from this phone, and as you can see, the photo has came out to be pretty good in terms of the clarity as well as in terms of details. The colors are also being nicely reproduced even when this photo has been taken in low light. And this is the other photo which we took. Again, this photo is also looking good, but I cannot read the details as far as the text is concerned in this photo. So I would say the rear camera is doing a pretty good job as far as color production is concerned, and details can be improved even if you take photos in daylight. We do have support for HDR mode as well, and you can also record high definition video from the rear camera. And when it comes to the front camera, I can toggle to the front camera now to show you the performance of the front camera as far as selfies are concerned. We have a 5 megapixel front camera. I can take a photo of my right now. We have just taken the photo. You can also enhance these selfies in case you would like to take better selfies. I would say the front camera is also doing a pretty good job, but color reproduction is not something which I like because I can see a lot of color shades, which is definitely making this photo not look that good. The front camera can do a pretty good job, I would say, in terms of the details, and in terms of color production it is not that great, but you can take better photos in the daylight as well. When it comes to low light performance, it is going to be decent, not great. So that's all from us as far as the quick hands-on review of the Lenovo P90. This device looks very good in terms of the overall build quality. The kind of hardware it has is also very impressive. You get 2 GB of RAM, 32 GB of internal storage. Everything else is good on this phone, I would say, except from the front camera. The front camera was not that great as far as our initial testing is concerned, but this is the prototype. The final unit should not have that kind of problem as far as the front camera is concerned on this one. So do let us know if you have any specific question for this device. We would love to help you. You can like the video if this video helped you by clicking the like button below. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.